Hello there, I am the Nast Blast, back here with another analysis. This time on one of the greatest and most underrated games to ever exist. Of course, today we are talking about Spy vs. Spy for the classic Xbox. This is a precious piece of art that I hold sacred, and a go-to game whenever my friends came over, and there just isn't another game like it. But to the common man, this game means nothing, and is just another game on a long list of forgotten titles. Well, to those people, I hold nothing but sadness, for you could not experience the glory of this video game. So, what is Spy vs. Spy? Well, this game is based off of the comic strips that eventually turned into shorts from the TV show MadTV, which featured two spies, white and black, who found themselves in conflict, every episode having them compete in wacky shenanigans involving them trying to out-trick the other one, with the goal of completely annihilating the enemy spy, resulting in a horrible and even heinous death. It's pretty great. The spies were a key component to MadTV, and were arguably the most recognizable aspect from the property. Even when the show came back to Cartoon Network from the years 2010 to 2013, every episode included a short segment featuring the spies, back to their glory. But some people may even remember them from their hilariously brutal Mountain Dew ads from the early 2000s, which was my first exposure to them. But before then, the spies got their first video game way back in 1984 on the SNES. I didn't play this one, but the base game formula that's in it transferred over to the game we're talking about today. Spy vs. Spy for the OG Xbox is a multiplayer arcade shooter developed by Vicious Cycle Software and published by Global Star Software for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox in 2005. Although it was primarily advertised as multiplayer, it had single-player modes as well, which included a story mode. But there is also a classic mode which takes the gameplay from the old SNES game and brings it to 3D. But to be honest, I was never super into it, and was more of a modern guy myself. But both has the same base game mechanic. The goal is to get all the super special items by looting safes from other compartments, and kill all the other spies before they get their hands on them. Of course, first person to get all the items and get to the roof helicopter is the winner. Modern is like this too, with a few other gameplay mechanics sprinkled in. The main thing though is Modern has access to 8 unique maps, whereas Classic version only has a big office building that varies with different rooms. But like I said, Modern is where it's at, with the 8 completely unique maps. Although you start only with 4, to unlock the rest you need to go through the story mode, or just go to the glorious cheat code typer that most OG games used to have. But of course, I did the old-fashioned way, by playing through the entire game and reliving my childhood while doing so. We'll come back to the multiplayer talk later, but for now I want to go in depth and talk about the fun and intriguing story mode this game has to offer, which begins with the most important decision of the entire game: which spy to play as. Realistically, it doesn't really change anything in the story besides which spy is the enemy. They both play pretty much the same with no real difference between them, other than cosmetic stuff. Chainsaw can't help you fucking down there, can it? Like a rat in a cage. I'm about to fall off. He's still not dead? But nonetheless, it can be a hard decision, because each one could have good reasoning behind it. But in my case, I chose my boy Black Spy because he just looks too slick. Plus, I consider him the original spy, since most of the time spies are considered black, you know, going undetected and shit. So my reasoning is Black is of course the main character, and White Spy would be the opposite, negative version of a spy. So he's gonna be the evil one. Anyway, I probably put way too much time into which spy I chose, so let's carry on to the first level of the game, taking place in the mansion level. Each one of these story levels takes place in a playable multiplayer map, the first 4 being the basic maps you start out with. All of these levels have a formula that they all follow, which shows off the main challenges of a level, while also encountering CPU enemies along the way, and also encountering the enemy spy that shows up a couple times per level, and finally a boss at the end of the level, while also completing puzzles that are completely exclusive to the story mode. But as I said before, the main thing are the stage challenges. Each level has 4 of them, and they stand as the main goal to complete in single player and multiplayer. In multiplayer, each one of these challenges concludes with a safe room at the end, which has safes that hold cash, and one of the 4 special items at the end, which when a player has all 4, allows them to become the winner of the level. These are also treated as some of the main objectives in the story mode, where you have to complete them one at a time while doing some things in between. Before we start the first challenge though, we are greeted with one of the few pre-rendered cutscenes in the game, showing your spy living life on an island while subjugating the enemy spy to eternal slavery. That is until your spy receives a phone call from an unknown person. This leads to our spy jumping into a hot air balloon to really begin the story. Do we know who called the spy or who's giving them orders and missions throughout the game? No. Does it matter? Not really. Anyways, this is the first level of the game, the mansion. A true classic, and is the first level that comes to my mind when I think of this game. Why are we here though? Well, the actual story to this game isn't really much. For instance, the main objective of the level is to acquire the enemy plans. Very descriptive. But to do so, we need to work our way through the level and complete all 4 of the main challenges in a certain order. First up is the fall away bridges. A pretty simple one, just make it across the bridge before they crumble away. However, this is one of the few challenges that has changed a little bit when played in the story mode, rather than multiplayer, having targets that appear that triggers the bridges to spawn, as well as enemies guarding the paths. All in all, it's not hard, but sometimes the first person aiming does get a little janky. Not exactly going where you aim. Oh fuck. Oh, off to a bad start. Oh dude, come on, off to a bad start. You guys, I'm not... Dude, I did this so good the first time. And watch this, first try. Oh, do that! Second try. Getting past the bridges and defeating some robot bushes brings us into the first safe room that holds only a remote control mouse, which must be used in the next safe room for a puzzle. However, when heading to the next challenge room, we must go through the library, which holds a trap set by the enemy spy. These are another big part of the game, more so in multiplayer, but they are prevalent here as well. There are a few located in every level, some of which don't show up in the story mode, but they're all activated the same way by these switches. The only thing is, there's no way to tell whether the trap is activated or not, so the best case is to just always go around them or tiptoe across, which does not trigger the trap, or at least not supposed to. Anyways, the white spy set the trap, but does not count on the black spy's cleverness, tricking the white spy into a gruesome, fiery death. Hell yeah. Every level has you take out the other spy in a very brutal way, which is sensible when taking the source material into consideration. Anyways, this leads into the second challenge of the level, the suits of armor. A quick gauntlet where we must jump through moving knight armor while avoiding their swinging blades. Not too bad. The objective in the safe room though has always been more annoying to me than the actual knight armor challenge. With the remote mouse in the hand, we must now access the mouse computer, where we must input commands leading the mouse bomb through a cellar to explode a control center. Now it seems simple, but you're not going to get it your first try because the arrows don't work the way you might think they would. Now if you press the 2 left arrows, does not mean you go left twice on the 2 squares on this map. No, left or right means the mouse turns left or right. So if you want to go left 3 times, for instance, you gotta do left 2 and then forward 1. Really, it doesn't matter, and I'm probably over-explaining a very minimal thing in a 20-year-old game, but that's why I'm here. This is a nasty analysis after all. Anyways, blowing up the console with mouse bombs opens up the cellar, which holds the third challenge of the level. However, before we get to go check it out, prepare to be jumped by the enemy spy for the first time. You try to fucking jump me? Bro, I am the black spy. I go undetected in the night. Once or twice per level we must fight our rival in mano-a-mano combat, and each level he gets progressively stronger with different weapons. Here though, he's pretty much a pushover with just a bat as a weapon, one of the only 2 melee weapons in the game. But I, as the black spy, have acquired the most OP weapon in the game already, the slingshot. But we'll get more into the weapon variety later. The third challenge, like I said, lies in the cellar, where the goal is to jump on all the chandeliers while avoiding the flames. This will then open the door to the safe room. This is where we are introduced to the gimmick of safe traps. This is a category of weapon you can buy, a trap that can only be placed in safes. You use them a couple times in the story mode, but they're more so for multiplayer. There's actually a good assortment of these, but here we're going to be using the boxing glove to completely obliterate the white spy. Fucking ragdoll physics. This makes the spy drop a key card which gains access to the final challenge room of the level, the security gauntlet, which it's called officially, apparently. I just call it the laser room because, of course, the goal is to jump through laser beams on some Mission Impossible type shit. Oh, so far so good. Clutch. I did so good my first run through. Now I'm ass. Okay. This is the tough one right here. Never mind. Once reaching the end, we are given a quick tutorial on the other type of viable trap, the door trap, which we use to subjugate the white spy to another horrible death with an acid bucket. Anyways, this concludes all the challenges of the level, and now we are left with only one thing to do: escape. Every level has an escape vehicle, which is usually only accessible to whoever has acquired all the items in multiplayer or beat all the challenges in the story mode. However, story mode adds another twist to it, with having a unique story mode boss usually guarding it or standing in your way at the very end. The boss for this level is known as the Architect, a two-phase boss fight, first phase being pretty easy with him flying around in an air balloon tossing bombs at you. But all you gotta do is shoot the 4 or 5 patches on it, and this sends him falling into the ground, where the real fight begins. He's got a slingshot. Whatever, dude. I'm not intimidated. I'm not scared of you, you George Washington motherfucker. Okay, I need some health. Maybe I am a little scared. He's tougher on the ground, but really just acts as another enemy spy, firing a machine gun and a slingshot. He's pretty easy, especially if you get him caught on a wall, kind of like I did. Okay, maybe I could cheese it a little bit. See you later. Anyways, defeating him allows us to gain access to hopefully a different air balloon, and carries us away to level 2, Kooky Carnival, which opens up showing us the main boss of the level right away, the Clown Spy, where it shows him spinning a wheel, which decides which enemy is going to be deployed. In this case, it's the bumper car gorillas, an interesting enemy that can have either a scatter-like shotgun weapon or a rocket launcher equipped. Each level has 2 different types of story-unique NPC enemies. The mansion level had robot guards and a disguised robot bush with machine guns, while this level has the bumper cart gorillas and psychic monkeys. And man, are these magical monkeys just a pain. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Dude, they drain your health, dude. They're so strong. They're like little mini bosses, dude. The first thing that must be done on this level is a story-only puzzle involving matching panels with a slingshot. Nothing too unique. This is just to drop a platform so we can unlock a new item, the wrench, which belongs under another category known as counter items, things that work passively to help you. In the wrench's case, it saves you from a safe trap. We're going to need it later, of course, to gain access to a safe. But before we go there are a few other items that belong in this category, like the fairy and the decoy, but they're more so for multiplayer. The best item, of course, though, from this category is the Knight Helmet, a piece of armor that absorbs all damage before eventually falling off, but it does come pretty handy, especially in story mode. But anyways, we gotta get to this specific safe, so we gotta go take a stroll through the outside of Kooky Carnival, an area that is one of, if not my favorite area of the game. There aren't many levels in this game that take place in a public place. It's all private areas, you know, like, for example, the mansion. But this, man, something about this place just hits the liminal space vibes hard. A place that should have people walking around, but just looks so empty. Except for all the monkeys, of course. I've always just wanted to go out of bounds to explore some of this stuff, and here we can get rare glimpses of the outside world, like a city in the background, or billboards advertising over the fence. The atmosphere is weird, but very curious. Anyways, let's get back to the level. In the first challenge, which is the crazy maze. Pretty much a maze that flips around and has holes in the ground, but it's really nothing hard. Time to lose all sense of direction. Did I actually just run through that maze, no problem? But yeah, this challenge leads to the safe room where we must use the wrench in order to get construction plans of the amusement park. Yep, more plans. This takes us into the actual challenging part of the level, the magic psychic monkeys. These dudes are almost like little mini bosses with multiple abilities, having a long-range psychic blast, an electric health-absorbing attack, and even a psychic shield that can only be broken by melee hits or explosives. Hit him with the mallet! Hit him with the mallet! Oh, armor! Give me this, baby! I am sheathed in armor! Dude, these guys are actually wrecking me. Okay, one dead. Time to bash this monkey's brains in. Getting past them and making our way through the park takes us to challenge numero dos, the shooting gallery. Pretty much just avoid the rockets being shot at you while hiding behind duck cutouts. The real fun starts when you get to the end and get to blast a hole in the white spy. Damn, this aim kinda sucks. Did I get him? Oh, I got him. My laughter wouldn't last too long though, considering I would be right behind him after experiencing some actual bullshit. Heck yeah. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. That was the only bug I actually encountered in the whole game, which is pretty good all things considered. However, the white spy was waiting for his revenge with a bazooka, right at my door. Oh shit! Oh shit! Rocket! Haha! Can I have that rocket? After dealing with that though, we make our way to the next challenge, involving shooting hot fire into a pizza man's mouth, then jumping on said pizzas, sending us into a safe room which introduces us to dynamite, a type of weapon categorized as a landmine, an explosive that you can place anywhere and set off when you want. We need to use it on the entrance to challenge 4, which is boarded up. This is the entrance to the clown gauntlet, probably the most iconic part of the level. The goal is just to get through this funhouse of horrors by avoiding lasers and getting flattened by the teeth doors. Oh dude, I can't even, what the fuck? Oh dude, I can't even see the laser. I can't see the laser. This is affecting my stats too much. I'm just running for it, dude. Fuck it, fuck the lasers. Oh, good thing I stopped. Good thing I stopped. Oh yeah, baby, give me that shit. After getting through it, I was finally allowed to fight the boss of the level, the clown spy himself, equipped with his pie car. Here's another two-phase fight, starting off in this vehicle that launches pies. Hey man. Oh, he's shooting pies at me. He's shooting pies. Once you blow it the hell up though, Clown Man comes out hot, blasting you with a machine gun and sending out monkey bombs. A real OP weapon, honestly. This is a type of bomb you can send out. They chase you down, kind of like heat-seeking missiles. And P.S. they are actual monkeys, not inanimate clapper monkeys. The name is something else in the game, but I don't think I can say the magic word here, so we'll just call them monkey bombs. Anyways, he's a little bit of a challenge, but I was eventually able to send Clown Spy directly to hell. Go ahead, man. Throw your fucking pies at me, I don't care. I don't even care anymore, dude. I don't even care anymore, dude. Get those fucking monkeys away from me! Allowing us to escape in a cannon, launching us all the way directly to level 3, the Robot Factory. Most of Robot Factory is pretty simple, minus maybe one puzzle, but honestly thinking about it, that's how most of these levels go. The first thing you gotta do here is destroy robots, naturally. And man, I love the way these worker robots look. I love their little fucking noses. Those noses add much respect to them. Too bad I gotta annihilate all of them. The other robots here though, not so much. These saw robots are just generic and don't hold much personality. After destroying a few robots, we get parts to make a drone. I got a drone now. I can peep on the neighbors, which is needed after completing the first challenge, the sliding crate jumps, which are honestly easy as hell. The puzzle with the drone is more of the main challenge here. It's pretty much just a puzzle where you guide the drone through a maze of obstacles where patience is the key. Oh, dude, that was close. That was close too. Oh, my robot. That was kind of bullshit. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, that was bullshit, dude. I think I'm good. Yep. Go down. Nice. Doing so activates the elevators for the stage, allowing us to acquire some spark plugs by completing the next two challenges. The gear platforms. I like the squeals they make. And the I-beams. When the 4 spark plugs are collected, and the 4th and hardest challenge is completed, the crushing pistons. Oh fuck. Alright, you know what? Run through it. Oh shit. Well, maybe I can trick him. Get away, dude! Karate chop. We're entered into another puzzle, which shouldn't be as hard as I made it out to be. Okay, puzzle time. Am I supposed to hit the red things or not? Oh shit, I already fucked up. So the laser. Okay. Oh wait, no, I have an idea. Oh dude, I am feeling the brain particles activating. Figuring it out does something remarkable though. Terminated, dude. This then leads into the boss of the level, or bosses, because there's 3 of them. If cheese was not implemented, this would be a challenge for sure. But if you watch my videos, you know I simply cannot help myself. If I see some cheese, I may exploit the fuck out of it. Yeah, this might be a good time to mention that the room your spy spawns in is a safe place, and also holds the shop where you can buy items. This place also just so happens to heal you whenever you enter it. So of course, having this room accessible during a boss fight will lead me to using it in a boss fight. But the bosses here are 3 robot spies, which you fight one at a time. The machine gun robot is the first, and pretty easy, especially when you find out you can stun them with explosives. The second is a flamethrower robot spy, and probably the most problematic. Oh, I'm hurting myself! Can you back up? Can you back up? I might have to whip out the trusty old slingshot for this one. Look at his health melt. I can actually see it now. The representation. Alright, 2 down. And then third is a rocket launcher spy robot, which on paper should be the hardest, but like I said earlier, explosive damage stuns them. And when I run back and hide in my room like a little rat, the guy manages to hurt himself on the rocket he shoots at me, because the dumbass doesn't know how to stand back a little bit. Okay, yeah, I can cheese it. He's hurting himself. Go ahead, dude. Keep doing it. Oh, point blank rockets do a lot of damage. At least he keeps stunning himself. I can live with that. Dude, I am the cheese guru. Look at all that cheese. Once defeating the robots like a true spy rat thing that I am, we go on down to the boat in the basement and escape. This takes us right into the hardest level of the game, level 4, the oil rig. This level gives me mixed feelings. Some of it I enjoy, but this level also holds some of the most annoying and bullshit missions in the game. My guess is maybe they made it harder because this is the halfway point of the game and the gatekeeper of all the unlockable levels. It seems kind of reasonable. The most interesting thing about this level though is probably the enemies. Not so much the basic helicopter enemies that just kind of spawn. I mean, they're satisfying to blow up and all, but no, I'm talking about these other guys. These worker dudes that work on the oil rig. Oh, dude, what the hell? Elmer Fudd. Why are these guys normal? Well, I'd say normal looking. They look more like humans than me. These are real men. I was under the impression every dude looked like a rat in this universe, with the long noses and the scheming behavior. Like, so far, all of the regular people / bosses we've seen have been like these rat dudes. So far, the only people in this universe that look like humans are the women and these random workers. But they do got, I guess, cool weapons, I guess. They got the unique hammer weapon, which they can either smash your skull in with, or just chuck them at you. Either way, they do a ton of damage. My best guess is maybe there was a construction worker depicted in one of the comics / episodes like this, and they're being faithful to the original. And if that's the case, good on them. Good attention to detail. If not though, what the fuck? Anyways, the main mission here is to shut down the oil rig. We do this first by unscrewing a lot of pipes, and then secondly doing our 4 main challenges. The challenges of this level consist of the flame jet room, the oil slide, which is the best and most iconic mission by far. Gotta be easy, gotta be gentle with it. Alright, I'm okay, yeah, this is the sweet spot right here. Oh yeah, oh shit. Darn tootin'. The machine piston gauntlet. Okay, what killed me? What? I wasn't even like in the smoke. What are you talking about? And then lastly, the oil spout platforms. You can really see where you're going. I like the way the oil sounds in this game. I don't know what it is, but it's like it gives me some ASMR vibes. The hardest challenge out of the levels besides the very last thing is the story exclusive minigame you gotta do involving oil pumps. You gotta work these things with a certain rhythm with your joysticks, and sometimes, man, it just feels like they're not sensing right. This thing is extremely touchy with a small tolerance for error. And to make it more frustrating, is long as hell. Man, this may even be the most difficult puzzle slash challenge in the whole game. Wait. Okay, but like... Dude, I hate this. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Almost. Please. Oh, thank God. Unfortunately, beating it doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet though, because this level has one more difficult objective. I am referring to, of course, the boss, who may very well be the hardest boss and most frustrating and difficult thing in this entire game. Of course, this is another two-phase fight. The first phase taking place on this 3-level garage area where we must hide from and retaliate against a true helicopter. Not one of those tiny ass basic enemies we fought earlier. No, this is a full-sized one. And this thing has some artillery on it and a beefy ass health bar. Fighting this boss is pretty much summed up by peeking your head out to fire for a couple seconds and then hiding while the helicopter unloads on you. Repeat this process for like 30 minutes. Dude, like, my slingshots aren't even going to him. This is the best way to do it. Unfortunately, this guy is tanky. Dude, I hate this boss. Why is this boss like this? This is legitimately the hardest boss in the game. Oh, he's starting to smoke a little bit. This phase is just annoying. It's not even hard, it's just, it takes a long time. And then when it finally goes down, you must go to the bottom floor to engage in phase 2. It is here where we are greeted by the construction spy, or what I like to call, Fuckwad. This man is also beefy as hell, while also having some of the strongest weapons in the game, one of which we don't even have access to, a flame launcher. Pretty much a flamethrower fused with a rocket launcher. Get hit once and that's pretty much most your health. And if you get close, he's got the chainsaw, which is the hardest hitting melee attack in the game. And the fight is so much more difficult when you go in with some ass weapons like the electric gun. Oh great, I still have my electric gun, that sucks ass. Yeah, there's kind of an imbalance when it comes to weapons in the game. Some of these are better and funner to use when it comes to messing around with friends in multiplayer, but a lot of them are useless in the story mode. The electric gun, machine gun, flamethrower, and bombs are all not so great. That is, unless an NPC has them, then they're cracked. There are only 2 melee weapons, the mallet and the chainsaw. The chainsaw is definitely scary and does major damage but has durability. The bat is okay, but it barely does more damage than your hand does, so yeah, kinda meh. And then all the mines and traps you can get, you won't be doing much in story mode unless you have to use it for a specific objective. But I'll go ahead and list them to give you an idea of all the weapons in the game. All the mine weapons include dynamite, proximity mines, electro mines, fire mines, trip mines, bear traps, and banana peels. And then all the safe and door traps include the 900-pound gorilla arm, boxing gloves, the mallet, the shocker, the flambe, an anvil, the acid bucket, and the electric doorknob. And there's also a bonus weapon that's pretty cool, but you can't even use it in the story mode and have to unlock it, that being the freeze ray. There's really only 2 weapons that are worth using in story mode. The rocket launcher, which does as you expect, and are probably the best thing to use on most bosses, and then there's the objectively best weapon in the game, the almighty slingshot. This weapon does everything, shoots as fast as you can spam the button, does major damage, it's got major range, and never breaks or loses any ammo. Yeah, there really isn't a reason to not use it unless you just want to make the game harder on yourself. But it is there, and I used it, having it carry me throughout most of the game. But for some bosses, you may need a little help from the rocket launcher, like this oil rig boss. I need a little extra help to get the job done. Yeah, keep your distance, you motherfucker. Okay, at least the health right there regenerates. Good thing, too. Dude, he's so close, but if he hits me again, I'm dead. Why has he got all the most OP weapons, dude? He's just a construction worker. The other guys are throwing hammers at me. Oh, I gotta lock in. Oh, I gotta lock in. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude. Health, please. Health, please. Oh, fuck, dude. My eyebrow itches. Fuck. Please. Oh, dude. I keep hurting myself. Oh, dude, he dodged that shit like Ultra Instinct. Oh, dude, get away from me, dude. Get away. Ooh, I want you dead. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh, shit, dude. That guy's actually hard. He's so tough, even when I defeated him and took a helicopter, the AI was still shooting at me as I was flying off. That's weird. I don't think that's supposed to happen. He just shot me point blank. He's still shooting at me. Yeah, fuck this level. But now that it's over, it's kind of smooth sailing from here on for a while. Especially leading into the next level, which is my favorite stage of the game. Level 5 is the Haunted House, which is also the first unlockable level of the game. A spooky manor consisting of skeleton and ghost enemies. Nothing too difficult though, the ghosts are like watered down magic monkeys, having the health absorbing rays but no bubble shield bullshit. This stage really doesn't have any difficult parts, to be honest. Hell, the first challenge you do is probably the easiest in the whole game. The library jumps. Could be cool if it was a little bit longer, but it's honestly just like 2 or 3 pathetic easy jumps. Then we got the blade gauntlet and the graveyard fart jumps, both being not bad, fairly enjoyable. Most annoying part about this whole level is probably this piranha plant trap right before the fart jumps. Oh dude, what? I wasn't on the pad though. I wasn't on the pad. Dude, is this still set? It is still, what? Still set. This is even more annoying considering you probably come through here multiple times, considering the gimmick of this level is finding parts for the specific safe rooms and you don't know what you need till you get to the safe room, resulting in going through some of these challenges multiple times. The items you need to acquire are wheels for a story specific puzzle and also bones to complete a skeleton, which you get by defeating gold skeletons. This was my favorite part of the level strictly because destroying skeletons is satisfying as hell. Oh shit, why do I always do that, dude? Like, the rocket launcher is not a good thing to use, especially when you're fighting dudes up close. But after putting together the skeletons and getting trapped in a sex dungeon by the white spy, the organ puzzle is accessible, which is pretty much a basic memorization minigame. All these old retro games have at least one of these in the game. This then opens up the final challenge room leading to the boss, the laboratory gauntlet. Of course, this brings us to the boss of the level, which is a mad scientist. Who would have guessed? Yeah, and this guy is probably the easiest boss of the game too, being the only boss that has one phase as well. And the only boss you don't outright shoot. He's a gimmick fight where he rolls around in his safety ball, unleashing monkey bombs on you. Can you not? Can you not? Oh, dude, those monkeys are a bitch, huh? Yeah, the monkeys can be annoying, but all you gotta do is spam the switches around the scientist to electrocute him like 4 times, then he dies. Okay, I need health. I do, in fact, need health. Okay, so far so good. Oh, he's dead! Just like that, dude. Went from the hardest boss in the game from the level prior to the easiest in the game with this level. Anyways, defeating the mad scientist and obtaining the sim crystal allows us to escape in his dope-ass hot rod hearse, escaping the haunted house and leading us into the most forgettable level of the game, the volcano lair. Now, I'm sure this is some people's favorite map or level, and to tell you the truth, it's not bad, and definitely not my least favorite, just forgettable. And maybe it has something to do with the boss at the end, but we'll get into that shortly. This is in fact the most spy involved level though, mostly because of the music. Feels like some James Bond type shit. Get away from me! This electric gun sucks donkey balls! The goal is to destroy the base by flooding it with lava, and you gotta do this by acquiring all the crank wheels. And of course these are usually found by doing the main challenges. This level also seems like the one where the white spy comes out to fight the most, even starting beef right off the bat. Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? I know there's a flamethrower in the game. Oh, what are you, dude, he just threw a bomb at me, you motherfucker. And he gets some backup later on from the NPC enemies too. Oh lord. I'm getting jumped, dude, what the? Great. The enemies of this level are somewhat interesting, consisting of firemen workers of some sort, and some more robots that are equipped with lasers. The firemen do have some interesting weapons I wish we could acquire, like the fireman axe and the fire bazooka. I swear man, the NPCs get all the cool weapons. Anyways, the first challenge here is balls easy, being this robot tunnel thing, but the real difficulty comes from the second challenge, the fan gauntlet. This is definitely the hardest challenge from all the maps. More specifically, this in particular fan blade. Oh, what? Dude, I could not have timed that more perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! 4. Dude, okay. Not cool. I'm losing all my cash, dog. I'm losing all my money. That was probably the worst thing I could have done. Do not jump. Oh. Don't fuck up now. Oh, I felt like I almost stepped on the electricity right there. But yeah, talk about a hassle. At least after this, we get to see one of the cooler stage traps work on the dirty white spy. Try to sneak up on me? Get cracking, bitch. After acquiring the next couple wheels from here, and then this security room, we gain access to another challenge that's outside. But can I just say how much I enjoy the sound design? This lava just sounds good, man. This sounds thick. I don't get what it is, but it makes me want a milkshake or something, I don't know. But yeah, this outside area has another challenge, the rolling boulders, where we proceed to see the white spy get his balls crushed by the crushing balls. We also get crushed, but don't mind that too much. Ah! Can I retry? The main thing is to acquire the device the white spy drops, which happens to be an EMP bomb. To use it, we must complete a super easy puzzle, which then activates the EMP charge, sending the volcano layer into chaos. Only thing to do now is escape. However, there is a boss that stands in our way. The main boss, actually. This is the General, the main antagonist of the whole game, and the one who calls this volcano his lair. This fight is pretty tough and long. Is it harder than the construction worker boss? No, but it's still tedious. First phase has him on his hovering platform that has a shield that turns on and off every 4 seconds, all while he's launching rockets at you. And this is the easier part. Can you not throw rockets at me, please? I got rockets too, bitch. Ow. Okay, I'm almost dead again. Is there any more medkits? Once he hops down to phase 2, it's pretty much an all-out rocket fight. And he's got a ton of health, and he tanks my rockets like nothing. Okay. Can you blow yourself up, please? That'd be pretty sweet if you did something like that. Dude, okay, well, maybe I'll stick with a slingshot. Rocket fight! Rocket fight! Oh, get off of me. Alright, time to find some health. Health! Yes, please. Get away from me, dude. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Oh, I'm almost dead. He's a tough fight for sure, but when we do beat him, he actually just teleports away, leaving his real battle for later. This is probably the reason why I don't care too much about this level, because a lot of the time I correlate levels by the boss fight at the end, and this is the only boss you fight twice in the game for different levels, making it so this level has a lackluster boss, considering we fight him for real later. However, the ending does kind of make up for it. See, once he's defeated and leaves, we don't just complete the level like usual. No, we got one more challenge we must face. We must escape the overflowing volcano by climbing the flaming tower in the middle. Definitely one of the most exciting segments in the game, for sure. Do it. Okay. Oh, shit. Do it. Oh, fuck. We need to skedaddle, yo. Yo, Mr. White. Let's go. Let's get out. Finally making it to the top takes us outside where the Black Spy can make his cleanest getaway yet via dope-ass speedboat, taking us from the mediocre volcano level to the cool and trippy-ass Area 51 level, the 7th level of the game. This is in fact the alien level. And who doesn't like aliens? The one gripe I got about the alien enemies in this level though is that they have access to yet another cool weapon we can't use, a plasma gun. The quick draw. Your technology is primal compared to my slingshot. But nonetheless, Area 51 is the perfect concept for a level in this game. Another example of an area with that good old liminal space vibe. I wish there was more stuff that took place in the actual base segment though, The only challenge here are these UFO jumps with the prime perfect ooze, along with UFO enemies that spawn on the ground. That's the way it explodes, dude. It just could not handle it. Literally nothing left. The rest of the challenges take place in a UFO you need to get beamed up into. And after completing more memorizing minigames, you gain access to the rest of the challenges. Here we have the teleporting beam challenge. Green one. Green one. You see how I dodge? Hey, you get back over here! Then we got the alien tentacle monster room challenge. Oh, what? How'd he touch me? I was quick. There we go. And then finally the alien ball maze challenge. Most of these are all pretty brain dead easy, minus maybe the monster tentacles. The best mission here though is the story unique shooting gallery minigame. This all culminates, however, into the most brutal stage trap in the entire game, where we deliver the most horrific punishment onto our rival spy. A punishment I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. This will teach you to mess with me. I'll make sure you never mess with me again, man. Oh! Oh! That scream! He died from that? For some reason, doing this though gives us a unique outfit in the game. The only time this ever happens, making us take the form of a Marine, just so we may gain clearance to the escape vehicle of the game, a UFO. But unfortunately, it is guarded by another lackluster boss fight, or I guess fights. Here we must fight two Marines who are guarding the UFO on the General's orders, one of which is a close range fighter with a flamethrower, and the other a long range with a bazooka, while also having the room we fight in covered with proximity mines, which is the most challenging part of the fight by far. Whoa, what? What the fuck? Okay, I just gotta spam this guy right here. Alright, we're good, we're good. I just gotta destroy these. This is what killed me last time. These little fuckers. Wait, I've got a rocket launcher too, I think. Yeah! What? How'd I not hit him, dude? I was locked on, dude! My rockets are better than yours. Come on. Give me the UFO, dude. Hand it over, dude. For some reason, they gave the back half of the game, with all the unlockable levels, the worst boss fights. Well, after annihilating them, we gain access to the coolest escape vehicle and blast off to the final level of the game, the space station. This place is pretty neat. This is where the General has escaped to activate the Doomsday weapon, and it's up to the Black Spy to stop him and save the world. And just to remind us of our long journey, we get a rematch with reskins of the robot guards from the first level. This time they're yellow. There are also floating robots that shoot lasers. Yeah, this level has some cool challenges and an interesting look, but lack cool and unique NPCs. Looks like they ran out of time to develop new ones. It's not too bad though, considering we do end up fighting the first and only mini-boss in the game halfway through, a suited up robot guard that is orange and has a shield. I mean, that's pretty solid, I'll give it that. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Get away. It's just Big Haas and me now. Mano y mano. And he's dead. But before that, we must start the main objective. We must shut down the facility by destroying power generators that are scattered throughout the level, some of which are in the middle of challenges. This first challenge being these laser jump rope walls. It's eh. The coolest challenge is actually the next one, the asteroid jumps, taking place outside the station and in the darkness of space. Your spy even gets a cool little space helmet. Hell yeah. After destroying the generator here, the mini-boss decides to show up. Good thing too, because he drops exactly what we need to gain access to the next challenge. He drops a hammer we need to use for a story mode exclusive minigame, Space Whack-A-Mole. This is another long minigame that was frustrating to me as a kid, but I'm a grown man now. So of course I steamrolled it like a true man does when playing Whack-A-Mole. Okay. We doing it, we are doing it. For sure we are doing this, boys. I've always been pretty good at Whack-A-Mole. I am locked in. Dude, I was locked in! This gives us access to the gyroscopic ring challenge. Aesthetically, really dope. Gameplay-wise, very easy. But once completed, we are greeted by the enemy spy for one final battle to settle the score. I would have thought after getting probed, he finally would have backed off, but I guess not. I guess he's got nothing left to lose now, though. Might as well go out swinging. Dude, fuck his machine gun. I'm gonna finish him off with my signature tool. Ah! After defeating him one last time, we don't just let him off easy though. No, 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 no. Time for one more brutal ass kill. See you later. Why'd he explode? That's what the probe did. They stuck something up him. Yep, this time we end up launching him into the vacuum of space to horrifically suffocate and then explode. Good riddance, and God bless us. With the white spy out of the way, there's only one person left to take care of. The General. To get to him, we have to complete the last official challenge, the space slide. Like the oil slide, but in space. I can't even see, dude. What is this? Dude, I was right at the end. But that's not it. We got one more challenge, actually. Yeah, this place has a 5th challenge. And this one is story exclusive. A challenge where we must do platform jumps downwards while turning off the laser shields. It's a pretty simple challenge, but it is the last thing that stands in our way to the final boss. Once we finally do get to the bottom, we are greeted with the first 3-phase boss fight of the game, as well as the final boss in general. This is the General Part 2. This time he has acquired the aid of flying robots that give him a permanent shield. Before we can damage him at all though, we must shut down his doomsday weapon, which presents itself as the first phase. The objective is pretty much just run around the room, avoiding the General's blasts, and pull the 3 levers deactivating the device. Initiate the particle accelerator! This turns off the machine and lands us on the battlefield to fight the General and his robots for phase 2. Here we simply must destroy his 2 bodyguard robots. Pretty simple, as long as you don't get blasted. Medkit, I see a medkit. Ooh, and a shield. Oh, that's a cool fucking gun, dude. I want that. Destroying them lowers the General's shields, taking us into stage 3 of the battle, where it is one final fight between 2 rat men. However, the General has no doubt the coolest weapon in the game, and makes me upset it's not something we could actually use and unlock. Yeah, he gets like a plasma Gatling gun thing. Shit's pretty wicked, but nothing he has could prepare for the oncoming storm that is the Black Spy. That gun is so cool. How could they not let you unlock that? Like when you beat the game. Plasma cannon. And we did it! That is a wrap, boys. Defeating him leads into a pre-rendered cutscene of our spy taking the final escape ride via a space rocket. But that's not all. The General thought we left him alive out of the kindness of our hearts? Nope. Time to get brutalized. Oh, bad news for you. Oh my god, just slung around. I thought he exploded. That's a horrible way to go. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh my god. Is he dead yet? Okay, now. That was a brutal death, dude. And with that, the story comes to its conclusion and the game is finished. Yeah, this story mode is always a fun ride, and one of these days I may consider actually going for a speed run. I'm curious if this game has any traction on that side of the internet, but of course, the story mode isn't all this game has to offer. Once completing the game, you gain access to cosmetics for your spy you get to use in multiplayer and such. And man, I wish I could show off the multiplayer more, because this used to be the game to play when friends were over back in the day. Is it balanced? No. But is it fun? Hell yeah. I wish a game like this could get a sequel or remaster or something. The multiplayer is so unique, and I honestly haven't seen another game like it. There is so much potential in a modern day revamp, I am almost inspired to make a whole video on what I would like to see in a sequel, focusing heavily on multiplayer concepts. I mean, there are some cool concepts that never got fully implemented, some of which you can see in the pre-alpha original screenshots. Like how originally the other 2 players in the 4-player multiplayer mode were not intended to be a blue and a red spy, like in the final version, but was supposed to be a robot spy, like the bosses from the Robot Factory, and then Gray Spy, which is a character from the original series, which was a hot humanoid lady that often pitted the spies against each other, and would get what she wanted due to her feminine charms. The original cover showcases this, and early game photos presented weapons that didn't make the cut, like a shotgun, knife, and a pistol, as well as a map that was never finished that took place in the Arctic. Some more interesting notes about the in-game unlockable concept art as well is the fact that originally there were going to be alien spies, as well as the haunted house being a little bit more gruesome than in the final version. Also, it seems the probe trap was very high on the priority list. But yeah, man, this game is awesome, and the multiplayer is underappreciated, having many different game modes you can play with your friends. This is a game I love and spent so much time messing around with as a youngster, and would absolutely love to see it come back in some form. But if you want to see me go more in detail on what a sequel could look like, let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the clips, go check out the full edited playthrough on the second channel, the Nast Cast. Link in the description. And that's pretty much my sponsor, myself. I put a lot of work into this video, and more videos on the way, so if you liked it, make sure to show your love with a like, or maybe even a subscribe, who knows. Well, anyways, I sincerely do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're into retro games, check this game out. It's a classic. And yeah, that'll just about do it. I hope you guys have a nasty night, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Let's see what kind of secrets we can find around here. Wow. Not much. Alright, let's go.